Hey everyone, in this video we're going to take a look at why higher order thinking skills matter more than ever in this AI world. In an age where generative AI can draft essays, summarize research, solve equations, and even mimic creative writing styles, many educators are asking a fundamental question. What do students still need to know if machines can provide answers instantly? This is not just a question about curriculum. It's a question about the purpose of education itself. In rethinking what and how we teach, many educators are revisiting one of the most enduring frameworks in education, Bloom's taxonomy. Not to discard it, but to reinterpret its relevance in a world where knowledge is abundant, but wisdom is not. All right, let's call this next section From Knowledge Recall to Cognitive Agility. Bloom's taxonomy, developed in 1956 and revised in 2001, offers a hierarchical model for learning objectives, from remembering and understanding at the base to applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating at the top. Traditionally, educators aim to guide students upward through this taxonomy, moving from rote memorization towards independent thinking and innovation. But now, AI can remember and understand far faster than any human. It can store vast amounts of factual data, summarize complex material, and even translate meaning across languages or disciplines. So does that mean we should stop teaching basic recall and understanding altogether? Not quite. While AI has changed what it means to know something, students still need foundational knowledge to make sense of what AI provides. If we expect learners to critically assess AI outputs, challenge biases, or creatively build on what AI generates, they must possess a scaffold of background knowledge and cognitive skills that cannot be replaced by automation. This is where Bloom's taxonomy becomes more, not less, relevant. We're going to call this next section the hidden risk of skipping foundational skills. In the rush to integrate higher level skills into the curriculum, some schools have de-emphasized memorization entirely. But this move may be short-sighted. For instance, multiplication tables are often used as a benchmark for what should be memorized. And while AI calculators are ubiquitous, students who haven't internalized multiplication struggle when solving complex problems that build on that foundation. Without a base of automatic knowledge, working memory becomes overloaded. Students may falter when trying to apply knowledge critically because they're too focused on restructuring basic facts. In short, students may struggle to apply knowledge critically, a core problem that cannot be solved by technology alone. This is definitely not an argument for rote learning. It's a case for balance. Foundational knowledge remains important, not because it's impressive, but because it enables deeper thinking. All right, we're going to call this next section Bloom's Relevance in the AI Classroom. So what makes Bloom's taxonomy particularly relevant in an AI-supported classroom? The answer lies in its structure. Rather than viewing the taxonomy as a linear staircase, where one step leads to another, consider it a dynamic framework. In an AI era, students must constantly move between levels, checking AI-generated summaries, understanding, applying those summaries to their own contexts, application, evaluating accuracy and ethical implications, evaluation, and then using that insight to construct new arguments, interpretations, or solutions, creation. In this light, Bloom's taxonomy structures learning from simple recall to complex creation, giving educators a clear scaffold for ensuring that AI is a tool for thought, not a replacement for it. This flexible structure helps prevent students from treating AI as a shortcut. It positions AI as a springboard for deeper engagement. For instance, after using AI to gather background information, students might apply that information to a case study, analyze opposing viewpoints, evaluate the strength or different arguments, or create their own thesis or solution. In each case, Bloom's hierarchy provides a lens for designing intentional prompts and tasks that challenge students to engage rather than outsource their thinking. All right, we're going to call this section Rethinking Assessment and Curriculum Design. This reinterpretation of Bloom's framework also has major implications for assessment. When multiple choice quizzes are easily gamed by AI, the value of questions must shift from can you get the right answer to can you demonstrate your thinking process. True-false questions or factual recall exercises can still play a role in checking baseline understanding, but in an AI world, educators must prioritize emphasizing higher-order skills like analyzing and creating. Skills that cannot be performed well without human context, ethics, empathy, and originality. Consider these strategies for redesigning your curriculum through a Bloom's-informed, AI-aware lens. Use AI tools for early-level tasks, so summarizing text. Then assign activities that require analysis, creative synthesis of that summary. Encourage students to critique AI outputs, explaining what the tool got wrong or missed. Design projects to move across multiple cognitive levels, culminating in real-world product or argument. All right, let's call this section Actionable Takeaways for Educators. If you're wondering how to begin applying this revised taxonomy in your classroom, of course, here are a few concrete starting points. All right, so number one, don't abandon foundational skills, but contextualize them. Teach facts and terms as tools that support deeper inquiry, not as ends in themselves. Two, you want to redesign AI tasks using Bloom's verbs. Ask students to evaluate, design, critique, construct, or justify, not just recall. Number three would be model higher order thinking aloud. Narrate your own process when analyzing or evaluating AI outputs. Number four, build rubrics around the top tiers of Bloom's taxonomy and clearly define what analyze, evaluate, and or create looks like in your subject. And then number five, pair AI use with metacognitive reflection. Ask students, what did the AI help you do? What did it miss? What decisions do you have to make for yourself? All right, our final thoughts. AI is powerful, but only in the hands of thoughtful users. As educators, our role is to not compete with AI, but to prepare our students to think with it, beyond it, and sometimes against it. By reframing Bloom's taxonomy not as outdated, but as a vital compass in the AI era, we reinforce the value of what only humans can do: think critically, create ethically, and learn with purpose. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.